Here's the 4-day training split for women that have just demanding careers and they have not been really seeing results inside of the gym and they want to kind of put things together in a more progressive manner with some structure. So I'm going to break that training down for you right here. This is going to be awesome because it's not going to take you that long either. If you do not know me, my name is Coach Nico. All I do is help women who want to optimize their training routine and nutrition routine right now to make it a lot better and recomp the body, lose weight, and just make sure that they look the way they actually feel and with the amount of effort that they put in. So here's how we're going to break it down. Here's what your basic coaching rules that you need to follow while you're doing this. So we're only training 4 days per week and about 40 to 45 minutes each session. So that's only a total of 160 minutes. That's about 2.5 hours, a little bit more than 2.5 hours per week. And you really want to make sure these sessions are jammed and packed with intensity and you're pushing yourself. So we're going to keep our rest periods around 60 to 90 seconds. We can go a little bit longer on our leg days. That could be a 2-minute rest period in between. Just keep an eye on your timer. Just don't let the time go and don't scroll on your phone. Stay tight and keep it tight. We want to choose a weight that actually is challenging you, that's lasting 1 to 2 reps. Okay, women, the women I coach, the ladies that we work with, we're telling them to set down the pink, fluffy, 2-pound dumbbells. You need to pick up some heavy weights and really challenge yourself. You are stronger than you actually think, and that's what's going to give you that toned physique, not lollygagging and babysitting 5-pound dumbbells. Okay, pick up the 50s, pick up the 40s, try it out. Make sure you're challenging yourself. You only have 1 or 2 reps left in reserve at the end of every set. And then when it feels manageable, here's how you're going to progressively overload. There are different rep ranges throughout this program, some between 8 to 10, 10 to 15, 10 to 12. There's different ones. I want you to add in 1 or 2 reps every week if you're at the bottom of the rep range. And if you're at the top of the rep range, that's a good indication that you need to increase your weight. For the lower bodies, lifts, I say about 5 to 10 pounds. And for the upper body lifts, probably like 2.5 to 5 pounds. Okay, here's the first day. Lower body focused. It's going to be 3 to 4 sets. If you do not have time, just do 3 sets of everything, 10 to 12 reps. First is a squat pattern, and you can do this all from gym or home. Okay, gym or home doesn't matter. We're doing a squat pattern. So we have barbell squats or leg press works, and they have a goblet squat. Hip hinge, we're doing RDLs. If you're going to the gym, I recommend the barbell, and then from home, RDL with the dumbbells, and then horizontal press, incline dumbbell bench for both. If you don't have a bench from home, just do a floor press where your elbows are hitting the ground, and we're pushing that right back up. And then vertical pull, we're doing lat pull downs or pull ups. You can't do a real pull up or a full pull up. Use a resistance band or a assisted machine. And then if you're doing from home, just do a 1-arm dumbbell row. And then core, we have some dead bugs with a med ball, or you can hold up a dumbbell. And then we're just alternating the legs out and back each side. Or if you can't do that, just do a 1-minute plank. Again, 3 sets of that. Okay. Next full body day is going to be more balanced. Okay. The first one is more lower body focused. This one's a little more balanced on upper and lower. But we're trying to give that nice hourglass figure with the glutes and the hamstrings and quads to match. And then again, that tapered, nice hourglass figure up top. So first one, we're going to go for this is again 8 to 10 rep range, hip lift or hip dominant lift type of exercise. I really like trap bar deadlifts. They're very safe on the lower back. You can load them up pretty heavily, safely, without injuring yourself. If you don't want to do those, you're not comfortable, go for hip thrust. And then if you want to go from home, just do a bench elevated dumbbell hip thrust. I recommend these on single leg rather than just doing them with one dumbbell because you can load up a lot of weight and you are a lot stronger than you think. Unilateral, we're going Bulgarian split squats. My favorite. Have fun with those, whether you're from home or gym. Getting upper body, we're doing chest press. Okay, so you can do that on a machine. You can do flat dumbbell bench press from home. You could do flat dumbbell bench press. If you get bored, you're going with max push-ups, kneeling, or elevated or regular push-ups till failure here if you don't have dumbbells from home. Row, we're doing the 1-arm dumbbell row again, or from home, we're doing renegade row. So get into a plank position and we're row, that counts as 1 rep. And then core here, again, side plank. Aim for about 25 to 30 seconds each side. Day 3, it's a full body day. We're doing more upper body focused. So this is going to be 3 sets. We're in the 12 to 15 rep range here, okay? And again, rest time is around 60 to 90 seconds still. So our incline press is going to be either from home or gym. We're doing those. What I want you to focus on here, and honestly all of these movements, is you should have 1 second of explosive movement, like boom, that weight comes up. Let's just say a curl. It comes up, and it's eccentric 1, 2, 3, slight pause, boom, just like that. That's how you perform these exercises. Explosive, and then slow, and let the muscle stretch all the way out before you hit it again. Horizontal pull. So we're doing some dumbbell chest supported row. If you want, tilt that bench at an angle, put the chest on there, hold the dumbbells down, and row it up. If you don't want to do that, you can do a cable row at the gym. And again, from home, if you don't want to do the chest supported row, you can just do a single arm dumbbell row as you have in the other workouts. And then we're doing some shoulder pressing movement here. So it's just seated dumbbell shoulder press. You can have your back supported. You can have your back free, up to you. You can also do this standing. I prefer standing personally. And then we have a back accessory movement right here. So we're doing a seated cable row. Again, if you're already doing that in the beginning, then you can just switch out and you can use a machine, or from home, we can do that one arm dumbbell row. And then we're hitting the tris and the bis, baby. So we're doing cable push downs. If you don't have cables, then you go home and you do the skull crushers with the dumbbells. And then we're doing some incline dumbbell curls, also known as spider curls, if you want to reverse it. So you can sit back on a bench and you can curl like this, you know, so you're sitting back and you're letting your biceps stretch, or you can flip around, put your chest on the bench and do a spider curl, let your arms hang. And you can do them like that. You can YouTube what those look like if you really want to, or you can just stand up and do a normal curl. Just push yourself hard on these. Really, that's what it's about, is really pushing yourself. And the last day is my favorite day, cardio and core, baby. So it's a conditioning day, but we do want to get a little bit conditioned. We don't want to ignore our cardiovascular health. So you have a couple options, okay? The first part, I want you doing like 15 to 25 minutes steady state. Just walking an incline or a treadmill. You can ride the bike here, but I want you walking on a treadmill at least a 10% grade at 3 miles per hour for about 15 to 25 minutes. Or you can do the other thing, which is my favorite, intervals. And I believe that you should be alternating which one when you do these week by week. So 45 seconds hard and 75 seconds easy. And when I'm saying hard, I would do that outside. So you can actually run hard, open up the legs, open up your lungs, get out of shape, get out of breath. Okay. And then you're gonna do that for 8 rounds, or you can do my favorite, which is you're gonna do a 20-second sprint and a 40-second walk, 10 rounds. You should be quite gassed with either of these. And for the 45-second hard, you're not going all out sprint. I would do like an 80%. Okay. Stride it out. And then part B, we got to hit the core right at the end of this. Dead bugs, again, 8 to 10 each side with the med ball or a dumbbell holding over your head. Side planks, and then Supermans or reverse crunch. I recommend Superman since we already hit the front side of the body. Core is also included on the back side of the body. All right? I've moved through it real quick right there, but if you got that all, that's what I'm looking for. So go right back to the top. Again, 4 days, resting for 60 to 90 seconds. We're only training for about 45 minutes per day. Choosing weight that's pushing you. When it feels manageable, add a rep, add 5 to 10 pounds, and focus on the concentric and eccentric. Explode up, slowly lengthen and let that weight lower out, pause, boom, explode up. That's it, y'all. Get after it. Let me know how this workout worked for you in the comments.